democratic values. Okay, right? So what does mean by democracy? What is democracy? Define democracy. What is democracy? Yes. Speak out. Democracy na enna? So you all know about democracy. You will write, okay? Yes. So you understand what is democracy. You know, right? We'll move on to democratic values. So what are the different types of what are the different democratic values that supports the nation to uphold the democratic principles. Okay, so these different democratic values supports the nation to what? To stay within our democratic principles. Okay, to hold our democratic principles. Okay, so can you guess any of the democratic values? Equality. Then now tell me equality, liberty, justice, freedom, fraternity. Hey, what is there to laugh and talk in this? Just keep quiet in the classroom. So we'll see one by one. These are the few democratic values, and we have socialism, secularism. We do have other values also, respect for authority, all those things, but these are considered to be the important democratic values. Okay, right? First we'll see justice. So before that, write down democratic values serves as a foundation for modern society. These democratic values, no need to write, listen. These democratic values are framed considering that all citizens are equal before law. Okay, right? So before framing certain things, we will be considering certain parameters, right? So these democratic values are framed considering all citizens are equal before the law. Okay. And our Indian Constitution says all citizens are equal, which means there is no discrimination in India. Our Indian Constitution says there is no discrimination either in caste, religion, or whatever it is. Okay, right? Different group of people, they will have different beliefs, right? So based on that, we don't have any discrimination in India. Based on that, these democratic values has been framed. Whereas your first democratic value, that is justice. What does the justice says? Justice means what? Yes. Yes. Okay. So here we are talking about socio-economical and political justice. There are three justices. One is social, economical, and not for different people based on their religion or based on their status in the society. It does not varies. Okay. So the first one says that in the society there is no discrimination at all based on what? Religion, caste, sex, or based on what? Your status. Okay. Based on your economic status, there is no difference. Okay. So that is what your social justice says. So whereas the economical justice, what do you mean by economical justice? What do you say? What do you call as the economy? Economy means what? Nidhi. Yeah, justice. Nidhi. Yeah. We say it is a பொருளாதாரம். Indiaவோட பொருளாதாரம், right? So when you talk about the state India, the economy is nothing but Indiaவோட பொருளாதாரம். Okay? So there is lot of discrimination on economical discrimination are there in the society or not? Do you find economical discrimination in the society? Yes or no? Yes, definitely there is some economical discrimination. Okay? So they say that the income, what the people get for the same work. So they are talking here about the income. Income in the sense, whatever the income the people getting, either a male or a female, for the same kind of job, same salary should be given. Okay? No discrimination in gender. Okay? Some companies for the same job, actually now it is not there. For the same job, men will get higher salary compared to the female before. Okay? That discrimination has been completely wiped out by using this, by having this economical justice. Okay, right? And also this economical justice says that the children have no rights to go for salaried job. Okay, right? So there is no law to put children in any work just because they get lower salary. What is the main reason that we put child in the employment? Even now we see child in many hotels or some places. Child in the sense not small kid, like a studying student, working, right? What is the main reason? They get lower package, lower salary. Okay, that is the main reason. That is what they are telling, that just for giving lower salary, the children or women cannot be taken for employment. Employment should be equal for all. For equal employment, equal salary should be given. Okay, so after this law only, they are all, now they are talking about gender equality, everything, and they are giving equal salary for all jobs. Okay, ma? So that is what this economical justice talks about. Then what does the political justice says? Even now we don't have political justice in many countries. As we discussed on that day, political wise, in some countries, women does not have vote. Okay, but when someone is not having vote in the country, it means that it is the biggest crime that the nation is doing to the citizen. Okay, all the nations should have equal rights to vote. So it is based on the minimum criteria. What is the minimum criteria that we have in India? Only one criteria we have, the age must be above 18. Other than that, no other condition, no other discrimination is there in our country. Okay, right? The only minimum criteria to vote is what? 18. Age, that's it. Other than age, we don't have any discrimination based on the people's community or whatever it is. Okay, right? That is the first thing. There is no discrimination for vote. And as I told you on that day, one vote contains only one value. So one citizen, one vote, one value. That is the political justice says. Political justice is one citizen, one vote contains only one value. This is what the terms defined for political justice. Okay. participate in the open election. Other than that, again the minimum qualification again only age. 30 years for this one, 35 years for that one, like that. Okay, right? So again it is for based on the participation in the election. Justice, we should talk about discrimination, equality, all those things. In economical justice, we talk about the income and those things. Here it is 2 points. One is this point and another one is everyone have rights to participate in the election. Okay, that is what your pre-justice says. And there are some more added point that what does the directive principles of the Constitution says? Okay, well, you just include those points. The directive principles in the Constitution or the preamble of the Constitution starts with "We the people of India." What is the preamble of Constitution? You know what is Indian Constitution, right? Yes. So all we are talking that these democratic values what is given in the Constitution. The preamble of the Constitution is a small thing what is it? Is known to be a Mugapurai. In the Constitution, so it means that the Constitution has made on acceptance of all the citizens and it is open up to all the citizens. Everyone are equal before the law. That is what the main point of the Constitution says. That is what it is framed. Okay, right? And that is all about justice and we talk about equality. Yes? Can I get some point from you? So the equality comes only when there is justice. That is why I talk about justice first. Justice is the first thing what we should follow first. And then the equality. If there is no justice, there will be no equality, right? We don't have certain laws, no discrimination laws, then there will be equality in the society. But India is a country where we have lot of diversity available. Lot of diversity is there in India. Okay? Even though in diversity, what we are talking? Unity in diversity. That is what we are talking about. Yes. So the unity in diversity, this is achieved only because of this justice law. Okay. So based on this justice law, they form equality. The equality again says the same thing. Okay, right? So write down equality. Here it is given this. So all rights we have fundamental rights. Yes. Names of fundamental rights. Right to vote, right to speak. Right to speak is the fundamental rights. Then the right to freedom. Then right against what is that? Land property. That is what recently added for a woman. Yes. And rights against exploitation. Okay, all those things, some of the basic, even I forgot. All those things are some of the basic rights. Okay, so for equality, rights is the first thing which comes into the picture. Rights are the basic common thing. If people get distracted, there is no rights when there is no equality. Okay, all these fundamental rights can be preserved only when there is equality in the society. Okay, so how to preserve fundamental rights? How it is preserved? How it is preserved? Only by having equality in the society. How the equality is formed in the society, that has been formed by having the justice in the society. Okay, so they are telling about rights have no meaning if there is no equality in the society. That is very important point. What they say, the rights have no meaning when there is no equality in the society. Okay, do you agree? What does it say? Yes? Yes, very good. And again here, equality, there are two types of equality, socio and economical equality. Okay, so justice types are four types. Equality, how many types are there? Two types. Social equality and economical equality. Again, economical equality. Economical equality talks about whatever the point given in economic justice. The same point here also they are talking about. Okay, right? Economical equality is that is what we after independence, most of the people had majority of the lands with them. They hold majority of the lands with them. What does the government does? Government puts a limit on land property. Okay, these people, every people should own only this much amount of land. If that exceeds, they have to return those lands to the government. Okay, that is what the law they put after the independence, because when there was what is that? East India Company, when there was in India, most of the few Indian people were supporting them as a more lands. Okay, right? So the land discrimination was one of the major things, because land was the only one property what India had after independence. So we had only cultivation land. Upon using the cultivation land, based on more cultivation, we developed all other things in the area. Okay, so the only wealth what India had after independence is the cultivation land. So based on using this economical equality, the Indian government passes a law that all the what is Jamindas, they say, right? They should surrender the extra lands to the government. Why they did the so? So those extra lands was given to the people who was not having anything. Okay, that is what equality on land. So based on that, even poor people get somewhat wealthier because they own a land on their own. Okay, right? So that is what even in economical equality. That is what one of the acts passed in India to make economical equality. Okay, so like that we can make whenever we want, we can pass a certain law for anything, but that is not happening nowadays. Economical equality nowadays they are talking about the package of salaries or wealth what everybody is having, and poverty line in India. How many people are under the poverty line? Actually, the people under the poverty line has been decreased now. Okay, that is what we say India is developing, a growing country, a developing country, because we have economical equality. We have achieved it a lot. Compared to time of independence, now the economic equality is better in the society. Okay, right? And then what is social equality? Social equality, Karthikeyan. Yes. Get up. Karthikeyan, Mukhiya. Can you tell something about social equality? So I have been told about social justice, economic equality. So social equality. Yes. You want to tell something? What is going on there? See? What? See? Insect. What is it? Nama? Equality. equality, right? Treating everyone equally or considering everyone equally is known to be equality. I am asking you, what is social equality? Social equality means what? We are talking about social in the sense we are talking about what? We are talking about the society first. Okay? We are talking about the state, India, indirectly the society. Yes? What kind of social equality we have in the state? So, again, whatever we wrote in social justice, the same thing. Okay, so you should write about there is no discrimination. Everybody we follow till now we are in diversity just because we have a social equality. Okay? None of the place is reserved for any particular society, any particular community or any particular religion, nothing like that in India. All are common to all. That is what rights to religion freedom says. Okay, that is what. There is no rights, no equality will be followed. Rights to religion says that everything is free to follow any religion. Right? Which means that when that comes in the society, which means that is a highly modernized society where that is not the case happening in China, Pakistan, and those countries and all. It is not anybody can follow any religion. That is not happening in Pakistan or China or what is that, Saudi Arabia, like that. Yes or no? Yes. Religion-wise discrimination is highly considered. It is one of the very big discrimination that breaks the diversity, that breaks the unity in any country. But that is not at all happening in India. That is what our constitution says. There is no that kind of discrimination in India. Yes.
It is free India completely. And if we caste people discriminate from rights.
Caste-wise discrimination. Okay, our constitution says that no discrimination in religion, race, sex or caste. Based on all four things, we don't have any discrimination. That is what our constitution actually says. Okay, ma'am? These caste kind of discrimination is happening in the society, that is not allowed actually. Rules படி அது இல்லை. But நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்? It's happening in some society which cannot be prevented. Some people cannot be, they don't follow any rules or whatever it is happening. See, ground truth is somewhat different than what we prepare a constitution or something. Okay, but you should agree definitely now it has been reduced so much. That is what our Ambedkar what is that? Periyar did that. Caste-wise discrimination has been reduced so much. You should agree that. Okay? So soon it will completely vanish. Right? Yes? And they say that public places are open to all the citizens. Okay? All public places are open to all the citizens. And they say that titles of honor should be completely abolished. What is meant by titles of honor? Titles of honor. What does the name says? Gaurava Pattakal. Before the name they add some honor titles, right? Yes. Actually that must be completely abolished. Okay, right? The titles of honor and untouchability. Untouchability is a sin. Untouchability is a crime. That is what we studied in our school days, right? Yes, we all sit together in benches like this and we all enjoy untouchability. Okay, so this much level we reached from independence. We reached up to this level. Actually, it is the growth of the cities. It is the growth of the country. Okay, right? Yes. So titles of honor, untouchability, religion, caste, this subject has been given to you, engineering student, to understand what are all the economical growth or discrimination growth that happens in India. Okay, right? And then yes. And all the citizens have the rights to participate in governance. Rights to participate in governance activities. So what we spoke on that day, what we discussed on that day, any citizen have rights to ask question, even a prime minister of the country, even a president of the country. Okay, right? That is what rights to participate in governance activities. Not only questioning. கேட்டதை மட்டுமே கேள்வி கேட்கறது மட்டும் நம்மளோட வேலை இல்லை. நல்லது நடந்தால் அதில் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணுறதும் நம்மளோட வேலை. ஓகேவா? Right? That is what right to participating in governance activities. Not only questioning about the bad things, also encouraging the right things what the government takes towards the people. Right? Yes. So that is what all those things comes under equality. Okay? Under economic equality. Economic equality is the social equality, right? What is economical equality? Again, same thing, same salary for all children. Okay, right? That is economical equality. Shall we move on? Yes, Akash. We'll move on to liberty. Okay, right? Then. What is liberty? The last one. Yes. Seems to be very happy from the morning. Yes. It's good. But laughing always is not very nice. Anyway, tell me what is liberty? You enjoy the class? Finally. Very happy today. Then that is what diversity in India. Any language people can become a prime minister, or any language people can go and communicate with the prime minister. Take one translator with you. Okay. So that we can translate everything to the prime minister, or you will have Google translator. Appadama appade solana enna solranga. Yes. So we'll move on to liberty. Right? So tell me what is liberty? Last Aranda. Yes. Freedom. Liberty is freedom. What is the difference between freedom and liberty? We have obviously one more value that talks about freedom, right? Then what is the necessity of talking about liberty? So that is all about the minimum rights that must be enjoyed by all the people. Sit down. Sit down. So, liberty talks about, write down, certain minimum rights. Certain minimum rights. Minimum rights must be given to every person. Certain minimum rights must be given to every person in a community for free. Every person in a community for free uncivilized existence. Liberty is closely connected with the democracy, where the democracy can be exist. A democracy exists because of this liberty. Okay, so liberty is a close idea that makes the democracy to exist in the society. You understand? Liberty ஆனதா democracy society ல இருக்கு அப்படினு சொல்றாங்க. Then what is liberty? The basic minimum rights that everybody should hold it. Okay, right? So those are so according to our preamble, the preamble says that the preamble says that the freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, everything comes under liberty. Okay, so preamble says that freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. Okay, all these basic minimal rights should be given to all the citizens. Okay, so what is meant by civilized existence? Civilized na enna? Do we have civilized culture? Yes. Civilized culture is all about modern culture. Then civilized in the sense what? ஒரு நாகரிகமான ஒரு நல்ல மனிதர் citizen ஓகேவா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா இந்த பேசிக் ரைட்ஸ் தான் கண்டிப்பா கொடுக்கணும். Then only our society will be at least a civilized society. ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஒரு பகுத்தறிவே இல்லாத சொசைட்டி வந்து என்ன சொல்றோம்? Uncivilized சொல்றோம். ஓகேவா? So that is how we traveled. We traveled from uncivilized society to civilized society where everything has become somewhat what you call somewhat modernized. Not completely, somewhat everybody understand about others' feelings. Okay, right? So what are the things? Freedom of thought, don't talk. Freedom of thought, belief, expression, and worship. Faith. Okay, right? And fundamental rights also says the same thing. And then we'll talk about I think this democratic principle is not necessary to explain pluralism. You understand what is pluralism? No? What is plural? When something exists in many terms, like more than one, it is known to be what? Plural. Okay? The pluralism is nothing but like what they are talking about is they are completely related to the diversity in India. We don't have single caste or single religion in India. Okay? Compared to other neighbor countries, pluralism is very high in India, which means we have not more than one. We have many religion, many caste, and many language people talking in India. And it is not. Do we have any state constraint in India? State constraint is how these states has been generalized, has been divided. Any idea? How the states of India has been divided? Based on what? Based on language. Very good. Okay? The states of India has been divided based on what? Language. It is not divided based on caste, or it is not. We never think thought like that. So it is based on religion. How it will be? How it will be? The religious fights, the community fights will be very much higher. It is based on caste. Caste. Based on caste? No, right? So in order to avoid all the discrimination, actually we don't consider a religion or caste anything to divide the states. We use what? Languages, because a language, a single language can be spoken by many different religious people. In that way, if I divide basically on language basis, many religious people will come into that language, so that it is one of the cause for unity in the India. Okay, so before dividing the state, that how they thought and divided the states also. You understand now, right? So That is how we follow the criteria. That is what the pluralism also says. இப்படி பிடிச்சதுனால தான் எந்த ரிலீஜன் பீப்புளும் எந்த ஸ்டேட் வேணாலும் போக முடியாது, எங்கே வேணாலும் போய் நம்மளால வேலை பார்க்க முடியும். அப்படிதானே? பட் ஆக்சுவலி நவ் இட் இஸ் வெரி மச் ரெடியூசிங் இன் இந்தியா. அப்படிதானே? நாட்டில் we develop more discrimination actually. Yes or no? No, huh? You agree? You go and study recent histories of India. In North, actually, the discrimination is getting developed. That is what the Manipur case also came into existence. That is what it is a fight between two different communities in Manipur. Right? So the diversity is actually united is getting it is not getting right now. Okay? Yes. So now that is a non-issue part. Suppose you are going for any IAS or IPS examination or interviews. Have you ever seen IPS or IAS interviews? Any recorded interviews? Most of the majority question will be based on the state. State in the sense country, India. Okay? They usually talk about only question about your religion, your how you think your religion, how you think other religion to be, right? You cannot talk about all this diversities of all day. Nothing will work out there. Okay? You should talk only about society. உனக்கு எவ்வளோ ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுச்சு நீ இந்த லெவலில் பாருங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் நான் என்ன கொஸ்டின் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுறேன்? சொசைட்டி எனக்கு ஒன்றுமே பண்ணலாம், நானாவே கஷ்டப்பட்டு படிச்சு நானாவே கஷ்டப்பட்டு ஐஏஎஸ் பாஸ் பண்ணி நீங்கள் உங்க முன்னாடி ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ உட்காந்துருக்கேன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? வெளியே போடாம சொல்லுவாங்க. ரைட்? என்ன சொல்லணும்? நீ நான் இந்த சொசைட்டியில் இருந்ததுனாலும் இந்த அளவுக்கு வந்திருக்கேன், இந்த சொசைட்டி தான் என்னை கை பிடிச்சி என்னை சுற்றி இருக்கவங்க தான் என்னை வந்து என்கரேஜ் பண்ணாங்க, நான் படித்தேன், ஐஏஎஸ்